All right. Hello and welcome, CK. We're very lucky to have you join us for this Zoom session to find out more about Verifone and Eftpos New Zealand and the amazing things you do. Hi, CK. Welcome to this and kick us off with telling us about all of this great stuff you do.
Yes, thank you very much, Pep. Thank you for arranging this meeting. I think it is very important for us to let all the members associated with NZARH know that we have partnered and that they can get the Eftpos terminals or at least free consultation from us and get more information around how we can provide them the best payment solution setup. What I'll do is, firstly, I'll introduce myself. Yes, I'll take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is CK. It's actually a short form of two big names. I work as a business development manager for Eftpos New Zealand. I am based in Wellington region. And some of you must have already been with or must be using Eftpos New Zealand terminals. But there might be some information. We will be going through some details around the support and Eftpos and the network and what the network does. Even though you are with Eftpos New Zealand, there might be some information that you do not know. So it'll be great to understand a little bit more about how the Eftpos terminal works and what we can do for yourselves. All right, so Eftpos New Zealand is New Zealand's largest Eftpos and network provider, covering 40%. I think it has increased to 45% now of New Zealand's market. And there are around 50,000 merchants using Eftpos New Zealand products. And this especially 2020, even though we have had, it has been very hard for a lot of merchants, especially in SME space, due to the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So we have decided that we'll come up with a way to contribute to the society, to the merchants, to the SME space. So we have come up with a special partners rates for all the members associated with NZARH.
And that's so great for us as a association to be able to bring such a great deal to our members. Thank you.
That is right. It has been great getting in touch with Nick and Bev, who were very specific about the fact that we provide the best deal to all the members. So yes, I did have to get in touch with the marketing team in order to customize the best solution, and we think we came up with a better price. Now it's more about understanding the requirements of each merchant, because the requirements are different.
Right.
So, yes, it'll be great if we can go ahead and provide free consultation to all the members.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. I think you can go on your website and find my contact details. I will be getting in touch with each and every member personally. I will be emailing them in this and next week.
Awesome.
So in case they have any questions, they can always ring on my direct dial, and we can go through the requirements and take it from there.
That would be great. So we could all make the most of this awesome special partnership deal that you've got for us. Tell us more about it, CK.
Absolutely. So firstly, we are actually heading in some new exciting directions in the next 6 to 12 months. We have partnered with Android. So we will be getting online portals, we'll be getting some fancy looking Eftpos terminals. It is still a little bit early to talk about it, but I thought a heads up would be nice. Probably early to mid next year, we will be looking at getting fancy terminals.
That sounds exciting.
That is right. And once it's all up and active, and I will be sending a link to all the members, and to the association as well, so they can look at what devices these are and what kind of services that they will be getting.
Awesome.
Just a little sneak peek into it. I know it's a little early to talk about it, but
It's
I
all
think
right. Tell us more.
the most important thing would be around a lot of merchants contact us for ordering the paper rolls for the terminals.
Okay.
Or to get the transaction list for a specific date. So they don't have to call us anymore. They can do that themselves. I think that'll be very, very exciting.
Wow.
It is pretty straightforward. I'm not myself a technical person, and when I had a look at it, I think it was pretty straightforward. And I think that'll save a lot of time rather than
Wow.
contacting us and waiting online.
Yeah.
You just order it straight away through the online portal.
Wow. That sounds great.
It is. It is. We are super excited as a company here, and we cannot wait to show what we have in stock. We will be getting in touch with all the members again, as I said, mid next year. But until then, we still have our new VX690 mobile terminals that I believe a lot of merchants are already using. I'll also talk a little bit about our support services. So we have our head office in Wellington. We have a customer services team in Wellington. We have a sales team in Wellington as well. And we have our IT and technical help desk based in Wellington as well. So any kind of queries that you may have, there is a high chance that you will be reaching Wellington office.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, what we do is we have this setup and installation where in case you decide to go ahead with us or do an upgrade, or if you're an existing merchant and if you want to upgrade your terminal to a different terminal, we book our field engineers who come on site, change the terminals for you, make sure everything is working. And if you do not have the Eftpos terminals currently, or any kind of terminals currently, they are more than happy to provide you basic training of how to use an Eftpos terminal.
Wow, that's great.
Yes, and they're based all over New Zealand. So it doesn't matter, even if you're based in Invercargill, we will find you and we will install that terminal for you.
That's great. So easy access everywhere.
That is right, because it is not compulsory, because a lot of merchants are not technically savvy. As I said, I'm not as well myself. If you ask me to set up a terminal, I cannot. But the field engineers are experts. They have been working in this field for a lot of time, and they'll be more than happy to come on site and install the terminal.
Fantastic. So you can do that part right from the start and change over if one of our members aren't already connected with you.
Yeah.
And then what happens from there, CK?
So it is pretty straightforward. We install the terminals, and once the terminals are installed, it's easy to use. So the process usually is, I'll talk through the process as well. So in case, for example, Pep, you are not with us, you are not with Eftpos New Zealand.
No.
So, what happens is we will get in touch with you, or if you get in touch with us and mention that you are a part of NZARH Association, then we will provide you, there are a special agreed upon special partner rates for all the members, which are not advertised for everybody else.
Whoa.
And so you get in touch with them,
good.
provide you, yes, there are a few questions to understand about your business, and then I provide you a quote. If you're happy to go ahead with the quote, then all you have to do is fill in an application form and flick it back to me. Usually, the process also involves the merchants getting in touch with the merchant banks and requesting for a merchant ID. Now, I'll stop it there and talk about the network side of things.
Awesome.
And I'll come back to this point again. If I forget, please remind me.
All good.
So usually there are two compulsory charges if you're wanting a terminal. you also need a network. And there are only two different network providers in New Zealand. One is Verifone, which is us, and the second is Paymark, which is another provider. We are the only company in New Zealand that provides the terminal and the network at one place as a one bill solution.
Wow.
So if you're not with us for your terminal, there is a 99% chance you are with you're using two different companies, company A for your terminal and company B, which is Paymark, for your network. So you are receiving two different bills.
That sounds like it'd be so much easier if it's all in one.
That is right. That is right. And the best thing about it is the network charges that we charge are much lesser than the other company. So yes. And as I said, coming back to the conversation,
to your point, yes.
So when you get in touch with your bank, you'll have to request for a merchant ID, which will be a Verifone merchant ID. The bank usually takes between 4 to 5 working days, can be sooner in some cases, can take a while in some cases, depends on each merchant's requirements.
Right.
So once they provide us with a merchant number, we will then book a field engineer to come on site and install the terminal for you. And once it's installed, it's all ready to go.
Wow. So as easy as that.
That is right. That is right. We try to get in touch with the merchant, with the bank to generate a merchant ID for the merchants. So rather than you calling the banks, waiting online for an hour, we can get in touch with your banks. So we work very closely with all the major banks. So, but again, there are some banks which we are still trying to build that relationship. So if you bank with one of those banks, then there are always different ways to get in touch with the bank, because some of the banks do not have merchant services department.
I see. Right. That's all good. We can. I'm sure people would be happy to work with that. But it's great that you're trying to build all those bridges and make it an easier, more streamlined service, so that we don't have to worry about all the technical side.
That is right. We are here to make life easy for you. That's our job.
Love it, CK. Love it. Now tell us more about your best rental price and your price beat guarantee. Tell us more about that for our members.
That is right. So we provide a price beat guarantee. So after so the process starts with, again, going back to free consultation. We provide free consultation, understand a little bit about your business. And after customizing, so this consultation will help us customize the right solution for you. And every business is different. Every business have different requirements. So once I send you the solution will involve a quote as well. And if there is any chance that you are already on a better monthly rental, maybe you signed up with that company 10 years ago, still using the same monthly rental, then please send us the quote, and we provide a price beat guarantee. So
Wow.
I assure you that we'll come back with a better offer. And as I said, if you are not with us, then there is a 99% chance that you're dealing with two different companies for network and terminal. So if we combine that, then there will be a higher chance of us providing you with a better monthly rental.
That sounds great, CK. So the best place to start then, if one of our members want to take you guys up on the awesome partnership benefits here, the best place to start is with a free consultation.
That is right. What I'll be doing is, as I said, I will be emailing all the merchants in this week or next week. The email will involve a link. Once they click on the link, it'll take them to a page which will provide them all the information around the code and what kind of free. So we are providing free initial months for free as well on the terminal rental.
Wow.
Right, so they can find that information. There will be a few questions, and as soon as they all they have to do is fill in their blanks and click submit, and it'll come to me directly. And I will get in touch with them in the next 24 to 48 hours at the latest.
That sounds fantastic. So easy to click through to that link and get started. That's awesome, CK.
I also wanted to clear one thing. I understand that sometimes when you get an email from companies like Eftpos or any other company which has a link and it says, please click on the link, it can be a little scary looking at all the kind of phishing emails that we receive. So it will make sure that you see my name on it. If you see my name, which is CK and Eftpos New Zealand, if you have the logo there, please feel free to click on the link. It is safe, I assure you that.
Oh, that's great. Great reassurance. Thanks, CK. We'll make sure to make sure it's from you and click, and then before we click. Awesome. So, and if someone wants to get in touch straight away, can they email you?
Absolutely. They can email me, they can contact me. So the link, once you click on the link, you'll find all my details there, my email and my direct dial as well. So you don't have to call Eftpos New Zealand 0800. You can direct dial me, tell me that you are a part of this association, and we can take the conversation from there.
That's awesome. So guys, you can email direct through, and also there's an awesome little news post on the NZARH website at nzhairdressing.org.nz and the Eftpos New Zealand, along with all the contact details and a bit of information about this awesome deal that Eftpos New Zealand and Verifone have put together for us. Hey, thank you so much, CK. I'm sure you'll have a way with our membership who'll be wanting to get in touch about finding more about this and how they can get started.
I hope so. That'll be great. There was also one quick
Sure.
point that I wanted to mention.
Sure.
So this is the point of sale system. Now, there are a range of point of sale systems that we can integrate with. There are a couple of softwares that are famous in the hair and beauty industry.
Oh, yes.
And one of them is Katoomba. So if you are with Katoomba, then I assure you we can integrate with Katoomba. So that's not a problem at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
But there are also some point of sale systems that we cannot integrate with. So again, we will find that out in the consultation.
Fantastic. So you're aware of all those things, and you're onto it, and that sounds great. Yes, I think a lot of our membership with Katoomba, and so that would be great, knowing that you're definitely compatible with all that. Oh, that's awesome, CK. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing a bit more about what you do and answering those questions, and also into the process and how easy it is, and also how you're working on improving things and the exciting changes coming up in the near future.
Thank you very much for having me.
That's awesome. Excellent. All right.